didn't have any sacks, you got the turnover late, yet you held that offense to just 17 points.
Yeah, I mean, we were fighting out there today. Everyone was just playing together, playing fundamental football, and we didn't give up any big run game or pass game stuff for the most part. And Coach Banks had a great game plan. If you've seen how explosive that offense was, that's not something that you can sleep well at night knowing that you got to go against that. They got a couple good quarterbacks. Nick Nash in the slot's pretty good, but Dom Morris and Aiden Hector were just better tonight. And we all talked about playing under one team, one spirit, playing under God, and I think that's exactly what we did tonight.
Coach kind of addressed it though, but there were things that could have turned a game in a different way for you, but you guys fought through it. Showed a lot more resiliency maybe today than you have in the past. What was that like? What was the mood like for the team, I guess, all week leading to that kind of performance?
Well, we just knew, offense and defense were together the whole game. We talked about it. Coach, before the game, Coach was like, after last week, he said, we're going to be in this situation again, and the defense has to close it, And offense and defense were together. They're talking on the sideline, saying we got their back, they got our back. I think that's really what's really changed, and, we shut it out.
What was the message at halftime? Because you guys kind of dominate that first half. Then you have the big momentum swing with the scoop and score. Just what was the message within the locker room there?
Yeah, I mean, leaders were leading. It was awesome to see Braden. Braden was very vocal in the locker room and going around, and he really stepped up tonight in leadership. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been challenging him with that, and he came up big. All night, going across the sidelines, getting the team ready, getting them going, and just saying, we got you guys. That's on us, and we're gonna go get it back. So, everyone just fell into line. Leaders led, and that's what happens. That's what happens when everyone does their job.
Boom, as a linebacker, what is it like preparing for a team like San Jose State who utilizes two quarterbacks, and you kind of have the different cadences and tendencies and stuff like that? That's not it.
Well, we knew going into the game that 5 could potentially play. So we kind of prepared for that. We watched the film. They have different cadences. We said, hey, this is how 9s look. This is how 5 look. They're pretty similar players. So it wasn't anything super crazy to change. But, just watching the film, making sure we're prepared for both of them. They're going to run the same stuff with both quarterbacks. But just basically, they're pretty similar, and just knowing, hey, this quarterback likes to do this and this quarterback likes to do that. So.
Guys, what would you like most about your team's response to the tough loss last week?
Yeah, I mean, no one hung their head. We see everything negative that everyone writes about us, right? And that just puts a chip on our shoulder. This team's fired up, and we're tired of everything. Hate on the inside, hate on the outside, it don't matter. This team is well knit, and no one's gonna break this team. And I think you can see that. And, we messed up last week, and we made some mistakes, and we want that game back bad. But it doesn't matter. We're 1-0 in conference play, and we're moving on. We're getting better every week. You can't deny that. This team's getting better every single week, and that's our only goal is just keep getting better, keep winning football games.
Is this the most complete performance you guys have had these last couple of years from a complimentary standpoint?
Yeah, we played really good complimentary football today. In the past, I wouldn't say that we didn't. Sometimes we struggle a little more on offense or defense, but, tonight, it just kind of went our way. And, all glory to God for that. So,
what did you guys, either one of you, what did you feel was a key on third down? You limited them to 4 of 12.
Oh, well, I just felt like we had to be really good in coverage. And like Jack said, Dom Morris and Dom Jones, a lot of people on the back end. Like you said, we didn't get very many sacks, but that's a testament to, our DBs and our linebackers, playing really good in coverage and, making the quarterback change his eyes, making them put it in bad spots. And, I think that's what the key was, because if you watch the tape, that's kind of how it was, our DBs and our linebackers playing really good in space.
Is it easier to preach toughness and get people to buy into that when you've got guys like Torrey Horton and Avery kind of buying in?
Yeah, I mean, you see a star player out there and going down with a knee injury, a guy that's projected really high in the NFL draft. Most players like that aren't coming back in a game, and he's fighting. He gave everything he had. I went up to him and I said, "I'm praying for you, bro. You got this. Like I'm behind you with whatever." And he's like, "Lock in, get back in the game." I'm like, "All right, like I got you." So to be able to have toughness like that. That's what you want from your team. But toughness isn't built in those games. It's built all off season. It's built on the long practices in the film room and doing things that you don't want to do, and then it shows in those games. And I'm really proud of this team.
How big of an asset are guys like Jordan Noyes and Patty Turner?
Man, on and off the field. Obviously, hitting that field goal was huge tonight. But in the locker room too, those are really good guys, and I don't think anyone knows how much Patty does for this school and for this team. He doesn't get enough credit for that. So, for him to kind of get the spotlight, I think it needs to happen a little bit more. And Jordan Noyes he's the man, bro. He's got 3 kids, and I can't say enough good things about him. I love that guy.
When he trots out for a 55 or a 58-yarder, you guys pretty confident?
Yeah, man. That 60-yarder, he had made it that first one, and then we had bobbled the snap a little bit on the second one, but we were gonna punt it, and they went punt team alert, and we were going out there and we go, nah, Jordan can make this. Like, send in the field goal unit, and so that's what everyone was saying, and sure enough, he went out there, and I think if we wouldn't have bobbled it, he would have got that. And then, he proved that with that 50-yarder, 58-yarder.
So you're more surprised that Jay listened to you guys and let him kick it than he was going to send out the punting?
No, man. Coach Norvell, he's a humble enough guy to be able to listen to his team. Sometimes you can get different aspects that you might not see out there, and so he trusts us and we trust him, and so, with him doing that, it turned out right. And that's not to say that we know more than him or anything like that. But, if he was confident in us and saying that he could make it, then, I think that put confidence in him to call that.
For either of you guys, 7-point win, but you guys kind of dominate and win on all 3 units. Does it maybe feel like it's more than just a touchdown win today?
Yeah, for sure. We know on offense and defense that there's certain things we need to clean up, and we're going to be better next weekend. There's, we could limit some things on on defense. Limit some things on offense. We're going to get it done. We're going to improve for next weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you.